Hello, my name is Vishwajit Namawar from Media and Public Relations Committee, IIM Raipur. Today, we have with us Shri Vaibhav Bhardwaz, Deputy Vice President, Life Insurance Business at PolicyBazaar.com. Sir, we welcome you to IIM Raipur.
Thank you, Vishwajit.
Sir, we have few questions for you. And firstly, I would like to begin by understanding, you have had a very diverse experience, right? You did your MBA from ISB, and then you have experience in OYO, and then now in Policy Bazaar. So, what inspired you to pursue this path, and how has your journey evolved? If you can share some light on that, please.
Sure. So, my journey actually started not from a corporate job,
Oh,
rather, it started in marine
yeah.
background. And it started in 2007 when I joined Shell in
Yes.
their shipping division as a trainee officer, marine officer. And after that, of course, I got promoted to being a marine officer over there. Um, and then I continued in Shell for 11 years till 2018.
Oh,
So I had a lot of experience in the marine life, wherein and when you talk about the marine life, it is full of operations management. That's what basically the core of marine life is.
yes.
And then it was a plan that I would go for my further studies, and due to that, I started applying for the B school after my GMAT, and I got into ISB. In ISB, of course, I went there to strengthen my management knowledge and carry over my knowledge, which was there through the marine life. And I plan to do my MBA in operations,
Right.
but I eventually liking finance as well.
Oh,
So I ended up doing my double major in ISB in operations as well as in finance. After that, it was OYO.
mm,
It was a short stint in OYO where I was doing a business development role, wherein we were bringing the churned out partners, the right partners of OYO,
right.
to the platform once again, so that our business size could grow, because growth was in the DNA of OYO, and that
Yes.
time, even now, it is there. After that, I moved on to Policy Bazaar in the term insurance team, wherein I was setting up the offline channel of the term insurance, because Policy Bazaar, as everybody knows, is
Mhm.
into the online sales process. But we were setting up offline because we thought that there is a need of conversation, of face-to-face conversation, for a lot of customer who do not understand the insurance online. And
Understood.
then I moved on to the investment business in Policy Bazaar, and right now I am heading the north and the western geographies in investment business in Policy
Understood.
Bazaar.
That's very inspiring, sir. You spoke about growth as a DNA, and I can see that you already have that DNA within you
Thank you.
with the experience you have gained. So you spoke about doing majors in finance as well, and currently you are leading in PolicyBazaar.com as well. So what are the different financial challenges in this insurance industry? Because insurance companies also have to maintain certain ratios, claim ratios we speak about. Then with that taken into picture, there must be some financial challenges that such companies face. If you can shed some light on that.
Well, Policy Bazaar is a company which is there into existence for 16, 17 years now,
Right.
but it still has a startup DNA. So things are very fast over there. Though we are a publicly listed company now,
Right.
we are a mid-cap company in the market and very well-known brand in insurance business, but still it has a startup DNA in its core, and that's why the speed of everything is very fast.
Mm.
And of course, when you have such business model, then the challenges are inevitable.
Right.
And when you talk about insurance industry, the challenges become even stronger, because it is a industry which is very closely related to the finance industry, fintech industry, of course, and also it has its own risks,
Right.
because it involves insurance. For example, if you talk about the claim settlement ratio, that's
Mhm.
what you talked about. So if you see all the big brands right now, if you talk about the term insurance, all the big brands right now have a claim settlement ratio on north of 99%.
Okay.
That 0.9, 0.8, 0.4%, which remains unsettled, is because of the misdeclaration or non-declaration of the customer itself, or
Okay.
some falsified information that he has provided to us during the sales of that particular product. And when the D-Day comes,
Mhm.
when it is about giving the insurance claim to the customer, and then of course the insurance company goes through it, then they realize that there were a lot of information which was not revealed by the customer at the time of the sale, and that actually causes the claim settlement ratio to go down. By the way, let me just tell you that as per the regulation, company has only 3 years. So any insurance sold,
Mhm.
uh, for next 3 years, company can actually look into your documents,
Okay.
look into your historical data, and your profile, and check whether the insurance sale which is executed, whether it is right or not. And they
Mhm.
have all the right to actually demand the additional document, or to even cancel the insurance sale
Okay.
within next 3 years of the sale. Let's say it goes beyond 3 years, then there is no way in the
Mhm.
world that insurance company would not give you the claim,
Oh, okay.
uh, or would not provide you the claim amount that you have booked for. So
Understood, sir. So maybe the transparency from customers and is of utmost importance in this case.
it is
Uh,
indeed.
Understood. Sir, today's generation is about AI and technology. So, what noticeable changes have you are noticing around in the sector of insurance industry as such regarding AI and tech, its involvement in this industry, how it is impacting?
Sure. So AI is still coming,
Yes.
right? It is still in its very initial stages. Uh, and to apply any tech uh, in its full spectrum, it takes time because of two reasons. First, the existing practices needs to change to the new practices.
Mhm.
That transition takes time. Second thing is, we need to verify the potency of the new practice, how impactful it is, how accurate it is. And since insurance industry is even more critical, because here we are talking about somebody's life, somebody's assets, somebody's future, somebody's dream, it is even more important for us that we actually verify that how impactful or how correct it is to use the AI. While I would say that there is a lot of scope
Mhm.
of AI in insurance industry, right from claim settlement to judging somebody's health, or providing insurance pricing based on somebody's profile in a much faster way. I would say that we are still not there yet as an
Okay.
insurance, and this is a conscious step that we are taking, just to make sure that our customers are not on the losing end. For example, in Policy Bazaar, the business that we do, we actually apply a lot of AI
Mhm.
in our operational, in our sales processes. For example, if all our conversations are getting recorded,
Mhm.
and there is an AI tool that we actually deploy to check the quality of the conversation, to see if our customer is getting irritated by the kind of conversation that we are doing, to ensure that the customer experience is at the same level there that we want to keep it at or not. And for that we deploy AI. But for the more serious thing that we do in insurance, the AI inception is still at a very initial stage,
Mhm.
but it has a lot of scope.
I agree, sir. I believe there can be a management case study on this to solve such problems.
Of course, of
AI
course.
in health
And I'm
sector,
sure a
and
lot of people would have done that as well.
yeah, I agree. Okay. Great, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your insights on this. To end our interview, maybe I would like to have your key advice to our students of IIM Raipur community, who are inspiring and aspiring to become future leaders. What advice would you like to give to them?
Okay, so Vishwajit, I was discussing earlier as well. There are
Mhm.
4 steps to an MBA journey, right?
Right.
One is when you are going through the CAT. whether you will get a good percentile, you will get not so good percentile, and then the second step is what IIM are you going to get into, because it's
Right.
everybody's dream. And congratulations to all your fellow colleagues and to you as well, that you have made it to IIM. The third step is to actually do your MBA from IIM, which you are doing, and you are certain that you will get at the other end of the MBA after 2 years of your journey. Then comes the real world challenge, which is when you get into a job.
Right.
So I think the only advice from me to all the colleagues of yours and to you would be that prepare yourself for the practical world.
Mm.
I know that there is a lot of theory which is being, transmitted into an MBA program, and that is also very important.
Right.
But always prepare you for the future world, which is very, very practical. You must be learning hundreds of things over here, and sometimes you must be feeling overwhelmed. I think it happens with each and everyone who does an MBA from a decent or from a very reputed institute like IIM. But maybe only 30% of them will be very, very useful. You have to focus on those 30%. I'm sure you would have heard about the Pareto. You
Yes.
have to apply that Pareto. You have to choose for yourself that the kind of profession that you want to get into, what are those 30% thing
Yeah.
that would be solving 80% problem
80%.
for you,
Right.
and learn them, go deep dive and learn them end to end, so that when it comes to the application, you
I
are the
agree.
one who is shining over there.
I agree, sir. That's a great advice, sir. I'm sure the students over here will, learn from this conversation which we had. And yeah, thank you once again, sir. And we hope to see you back again in IIM Raipur campus
It would be a
future.
pleasure, Vishpreet.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
very
much.
much for
Thank you so
inviting
much,
me.
sir.